Om Namah Shivaya. My name is Nirmala, and I'm here in Kerala at the Nayardam Ashram. And a small investigation today into Aparigraha, which is the fifth yama in of Patanjali's yamas and niyamas. And that means non greed, non possessiveness, non accumulation. All of the things that we typically do, we like to, when we get something, we like to have more and more and more of it. And sometimes we use that as a way of, avoiding thinking, doing the deep thinking and the deep sort of sitting with oneself. We just accumulate more things. So, our investigation today is how aparigraha plays out in our practice. So, we normally may not think of it that way. We think of it as an ethical framework, something I consider philosophically, but in my own yoga practice, how might that play out? And so, we tend to think our practice is mine. It's my practice. We might even think about it a little bit selfishly. I'm doing my practice. And we might sort of, with a small guilty feeling, think, okay, I'm doing my practice to feel better, to be healthy, to be fit, to be strong. And yet, all these people in the world maybe are suffering right now. And so it could be, unfortunately, a way that we think about our practice, that we might feel it's a little bit selfish, and in fact that's kind of wrong way of looking at our yoga practice. So the idea is that we find the peace within our own self, and then our actions going out from there will be a little better able to be of service and help to other people. So don't think of your practice as selfish, but a way that we can look a little bit in the practice is quite interesting. Imagine something that you find quite difficult to do. Maybe it's physically challenging for you in some way or another. We struggle with it. But imagine setting a framework within your mind first and imagining that you're offering your practice to somebody or something or some group of people or some situation that might need that. So imagine that they could benefit from your effort and your good intention. And then, just as you set up to do that practice, put yourself in that frame of mind. Say, it's not about me, it's beyond me. I'm going to offer this to someone else. And then we approach that practice with a kind of seriousness that helps us a little bit. We sort of, perhaps you could say, we get real in that moment. And then our practice tends to come a little more easily when we're not thinking about our own self and our own benefits and all of those things. So here I sit down by the lake in the ashram, and I've got some of the teachers here with me, and we're practicing today Mayurasana, the peacock. And so I've asked these staff to and teachers to kind of focus in their mind first, just hold that thought. Think of somebody who could benefit from your effort, and then imagine that you're offering, and then approach the asana from a different mindset. Same asana, but different mindset, and we see what happens there. So we might be able to find after some time that this kind of attitude helps me to find peace. It helps me to feel a little bit secure and comfortable within my practice in a different way. So I invite you to try this, and could be anything. We've chosen Mayurasana because people tend to struggle a little bit there. So these are not tips this month on how to physically do something, but how to mentally set up for a yoga practice. And balances are a really good way to do that. So imagine yourself offering, set up, find that calmness, a peaceful moment within your own mind first, and then approach.